What's happening with it, WTS gang? It's your boy WTS Sporty with another slapping ass video. Y'all know when the smoke disappear, I'ma be. That's right here. So look, man, got another popping ass video coming up. Rappers that was caught lacking. Let's get into it.
Rap is a dangerous game. While many rappers are shooters, others have been on the other side of the gun as well. Here's a look at some of the most popular rappers who got caught lacking, but survived to tell the tale. Lil Reese. Tavares Lamont Taylor, better known as Lil Reese, is a drill rapper from Chicago, Illinois. Born in the south side of Chicago, along with other legends like Chief Keef and Fredo Santana, Lil Reese was one of the early pioneers of the drill sound. Featured on one of Chief Keef's breakout hits, I Don't Like, Lil Reese was poised to be drill's next big star, until a video of the artist allegedly assaulting his girlfriend leaked onto the internet, leading to criminal charges and issues with his label. Lil Reese, along with many of his fellow GBE affiliates, a brand started by Chief Keef and those in his circle, is a member of the Black Disciples.
That's King Von Block, by the way. It's OTF.
Prominent gang in Chicago. The Black Disciples have a long-standing beef with the Gangsta Disciples, another major gang that operates in the area. Lil Reese famously got into a Twitter beef with local rapper and Gangsta Disciple member Lil Jojo on Twitter, right before the rapper was killed. Family members alleged that Reese and Chief Keef had something to do with the killing. Both rappers were investigated as persons of interest in the murder, but nothing was ever proven. On November 11th, 2019, Lil Reese was shot while driving in Chicago at the intersection of Markham and Country Club Hills. According to witnesses on the scene, an assailant was seen tailing Reese's vehicle. When traffic stopped, the assailant jumped out of the car with what witnesses describe as a small rifle and shot Reese's vehicle several times before getting back in the car and fleeing the scene. Reese was taken to the hospital by a friend rather than waiting for an ambulance. He sustained serious injuries to his neck, but luckily he survived. He took to social media to let fans and supporters know he would not be able to speak for several months, but he was alive and well despite the shooting. Police have not yet arrested anyone in connection to the shooting, however they have issued a warrant for a person of interest. That person remains at large, and given the delays caused by coronavirus, the streets may take care of the situation before the authorities. The motivation behind Reese's shooting remains unknown, but given that nothing was stolen from him and the hit was clearly targeted, it was likely some kind of gang retaliation. Fellow GBE member Trey Savage was killed in a similar manner earlier this year, not far away in the Chatham neighborhood of the South Side. Many fans and speculators online have claimed that the shootings are related. Trey Savage was also killed in his vehicle in a targeted hit and was a member of the same BD set that Reese was a part of. The shootings could be retaliation by the Gangsta Disciples for the long—
Damn. You know them. Oh wow, no disrespect, man, but then that car was just. Man, he lost control, man, and ran into a car. Shit. Yeah.
And beef that both men were involved in. Or it could be the actions of any up-and-coming shooter looking to earn a stripe by killing a prominent BD member. In most cities, gang beefs stand for protecting drug markets and various other illegal money-making activities. But in Chicago, the beef is often more brutal. Gangs go back and forth killing other members in retaliation for past killings or simply to prove who was the most dominant. Drugs and money are often a part of the lifestyle, but on the South Side, a lot of violence is simply for violence sake. Lil Reese has recovered from his injury and continues to make music.
Man, I know for a fact, man, Lil Reese been through it. They've been trying to take him out, man, and shit. That boy, man, heart of gold, man. He moved like a cat in these streets, man. You know what I'm saying? It's like the third time he done been shot in the throat. He just got shot in some other situation, man, in a parking garage, and right before that, you know what I'm saying? So Lil Reese been going through it, man.
Whether or not a suspect is taken into custody or ends up a victim of retaliation is yet to be seen. Young Dolph. Adolph Thornton Jr., better known as Young Dolph, is a popular rapper from Memphis, Tennessee. He was born in Chicago, moved to Memphis when he was 2 years old. Young Dolph is best known for his smash single, Cut It, featuring OT Genesis, but has a long discography of popular songs and mixtapes. His debut studio album, King of Memphis, was released in 2016 and debuted at number 49 on the Billboard Hot 200. Young Dolph is not associated with any known gangs, but he is a hustler. He speaks about selling drugs and the struggles of surviving in the streets at length in his music. Despite his lack of gang affiliation, he has been through his fair share of beefs. He has had a long-standing feud with Yo Gotti, another prominent artist from Memphis, which is believed to be the reason he was shot in Hollywood, California on September 26, 2017. The Young Dolph, Yo Gotti beef stems from comments that Dolph made in an interview in 2014.
I don't know, man. LA is different out here, man. You know what I'm saying? You know, it could have been a hit from him, or it could have just been him just being a victim to the LA streets. You know what I'm saying? Because LA, you know, people, you know, act on their own. So if he was out there high signing or something like that, or whatever the case may be, I don't know. I wasn't there. I'm just speculating and reacting to this video that, you know, the LA dudes, they would have just got him on GP. You know what I'm saying? I'm just saying.
In the interview, Dolph claims he would turn down a deal offered by Yo Gotti if it was offered to him. Yo Gotti was a bigger artist than Dolph at the time, and the comments were seen by many as a diss toward a more established artist. Dolph titling his debut project King of Memphis was another subtle dig, which ignited a public beef between Dolph and Yo Gotti's new artist, Black Youngster. Dolph released a diss
Which is another shooter. That's a shooter right there. Why?
track aimed at Gotti in February of 2017 called Play With Your Bitch, in which he refers to the artist as Ho Gotti. Gotti fired back with a track called Don't Beef With Me, and Dolph responded with a video for his diss track that featured an unflattering depiction of the other artist. Before getting shot.
Oh man, ever since Dre Day and a lot of these other videos that's been doing that, man, for decades, man, just in the hip hop genre, those parodies are always funny. Them parody videos, man, where you bring another artist in and try to make it look like another artist and do funny shit like having washing cars or, you know, running from like 88 fools and, you know, 88 niggas in the hood type shit. That should be funny, man.
In California, Dolph was the target of a shooting in February of 2017 while he was on tour in Charlotte, North Carolina. Over 100 bullets were allegedly fired in the shootout, but young Dolph got away unscathed. His second album, Bulletproof, was released just over a month later.
Yeah, man, because he was feeling bulletproof, man. You know what I'm saying? People trying to shoot him up, and he done been through all this shit, and they ain't get him, and, you know, and he got money, and he looking, you know what I'm saying, up to par, so he probably most likely is getting a lot of hate, you know what I'm saying, just from who he is, you know what I'm saying? Possibly. I don't know the guy. I'm just speculating.
The title is an obvious reference to the shooting. Neither he nor Yo Gotti addressed the incident publicly, but it is assumed these events are connected. On September 26, 2017, young Dolph was shot in the retail area of Hollywood, California. The Memphis rapper was transported to a local hospital in critical condition, but survived.
And just by the way, man, there's a lot of artists that done came out here from any kind of coast and they going to Hollywood and got shot or smoked. That's probably about it, man. It's a lot of artists that come from out of town. Hollywood ain't exactly what y'all think. I'm from LA. You know what I'm saying? I'm not trying to smut on the Hollywood economy. I'm just saying you go to Hollywood, you know what I'm saying, be careful. You know what I'm saying? Because it's still LA County. You know, and some places are like reservoirs for certain type of people. You know, like an overflow of people. They just seem to gravitate to one type of place. And Hollywood is like a big melting pot, bro. You know what I'm saying? You might go out there with your camera taking pictures of everything you seen on the silver screen, Wax Museum here, the stars in Hollywood, but, you know, somebody around the corner, you know what I'm saying, a cold cut, right for that camera. You know what I'm saying? So be careful, you know what I'm saying? Any big city you go to, be careful, make sure you're always on your thing, keep something, self-defensive mechanism with you at all times, period. You know what I'm saying? That's the rule of the street, and you should be all right.
5. He sustained 3 gunshot wounds during the attack and spent 2 weeks in the hospital recovering. Yo Gotti was immediately named as a person of interest in the shooting and brought in for questioning. The artist was eventually cleared, but an associate of his named Corey McClendon was arrested for attempted murder soon after. McClendon was eventually released with no charges the next day due to insufficient evidence and lack of witnesses. Dolph has not named Yo Gotti publicly as the one who sent the hit, and Yo Gotti has not addressed it either. Yet, while the two have not officially squashed their beef, it has remained relatively quiet since this incident. No new diss tracks have been released, and neither artist seems to want to keep the beef going in an interview. But all it takes is one subliminal diss in a song or a tweet to reignite the feud. Yella Beezy. Marquise DeAndre Conway, aka Yella Beezy, is a rapper from Dallas, Texas, best known for his hit singles That's On Me, Back
Icy Grill, why?
At It Again, and Up One. Beezy was raised in the Oak Park neighborhood of Dallas. When he was only 12 years old, his father was shot and killed at their home on Mother's Day. The Dallas rapper originally wanted to focus on sports and had aspirations to become a professional football player, but he was eventually forced to sell drugs to help support his family and joined the Crips when he was a teenager. He began rapping at age 13 and was inspired by other popular Southern artists like Boosie Badass and Kevin Gates to pursue music seriously. In 2017, he released his breakout song, That's On Me, which peaked at number 37 on the Billboard Hot 100. This earned him a deal with LA Reid's label Hitco, and he followed up with a number of other big songs. Just as his hype was reaching the peak, Yella Beezy was the victim of a drive-by shooting on the Sam Rayburn Tollway in Louisville, Texas.
I remember that, man. You know what I'm saying? I remember seeing that, man. They try to chop kid down. I mean, I don't know what they hit his whip with, you know what I'm saying? But there had to be some big-ass bullets, because I seen the cast he was in. They looked like, you know what I'm saying, he had staples and plates all through his arm. He had some mechanical type shit on his arm, man. So they were trying to get at him, bro. They definitely was trying to, you know, knock him down. I remember that one.
Around 3:30 a.m., he was shot at with more than 23 rounds and was hit 4 times. He was brought to the hospital by authorities and was in critical condition, but survived. The shooter was never caught, and Yella Beezy himself claims that he isn't sure who it was that did it. In an interview with The Breakfast Club, Beezy says he was at the strip club on the night of the shooting. His friends convinced him to go to...
Yeah, you can see it on his arm right there. I don't know if he gonna hold it up, but that's a different type of, you know, shit. I think that shit is holding his arm together. You know what I'm saying? When I seen that shit, it looked like they, you know what I'm saying, that they might have to put his arm back together. You know what I'm saying? I seen another interview. I might actually do a reaction off that video. You know what I'm saying? They knocked his whole arm apart. You know what I'm saying? And he never found a shooter. You know?
To another club, but he eventually left on his own. He was on his way back to his new house and slowed down and looked up the address when someone pulled up alongside him and opened fire. He claims he had a gun on his lap at the time of the shooting and hopped into the passenger seat while being shot to grab the gun. This caused him to crash the car, but he managed to get out of the car and call his family. He blames the shooting on minor street beef. He claims he doesn't know exactly what it stems from and exactly who fired the shots, but he blamed it on the jealousy that often comes from being a successful artist in a city where very few make it out.
Yeah, and that's facts, you know what I'm saying? Straight jealousy from fools, you know what I mean? Being around you, you know, jealous because you made it out. And then, you know, next thing you know, you got some problems. That's why you move out the city. You move out the city for the haters to get to you, you know what I'm saying? And that's the whole idea.
He has never publicly exposed his shooters, nor has he expressed interest in the media in trying to find who did it. However, in an interview with DJ Vlad, Vlad asked Beezy whether the shooters were ever caught. Beezy doesn't answer at first, but eventually just shrugs and smirks a bit, as if to indicate that he knows more than he's letting on. No suspect was ever apprehended by police, so if they were caught by someone else, it makes sense that the artist wouldn't want to talk about it. Despite getting shot several times in critical areas, Yella Beezy made a full recovery and claims he was back doing shows just a few weeks later. He continues to make music and had a hit song with Quavo and Gucci Mane called Back At It in 2019. So despite this,
which was a cracking ass song, I fuck with that song too.
Setback, Beezy seems to be doing better than ever. Well, that's all for today. If you enjoyed this video, go ahead and give us a thumbs up and let us know in the comments what you'd like to see in the future. Don't forget to subscribe to our channel and hit the notification button.
Man, you know what it is, WTS gang, another popping ass video. Rappers called Lackin, but they wouldn't really call it Lackin, but I guess they was called Lackin. They come with it, you know what I'm saying? You know, it was an attempt, you know what I'm saying, to take those lives, but them boys are standing off in the gas, hitting that motherfucking gas, got out the way on their motherfucking ass. That's how it go, you know. Hit the subscribe button, notification bell, so that you know when I drop more schleppers like this. You know what I'm saying? That's if you want to, you know what I mean? And comment below, man, if you want to see me do some reviews on some music, you know what I mean? Or react to a different type of topic or whatnot. You found a video out there on the internet, let me know. Subscribe to my social media, Instagram, way2 sporty _reacts on Instagram. And that's about it, folks. Your boy out of here.